Hey, Julie here with Just Plain Fun, and today I'm going to show you how I made this particular block. It is called the log cabin, twisted log cabin actually. Not my pattern. It's been out there for a while, quite a while. And I'm not going to show you the back side until the very end, so please watch. And this time I'm just going to not explain how I made it, just the fact that it's quilt as you piece. And if you've never seen any of my videos before with regards to the quilt as you piece method, I have 18 other videos you can watch to learn how to do this technique. This video is about what order to put all these together and a little bit of tidbits and tips. So let's get to it. Before we get started with the quilt block, I thought I'd show you where I'm at in making of this quilt, actually. We have the block that I'm going to show you today is number 19, and this is the one that we're going to be doing today. And I just thought I'd show you, what I'm doing. This is going to be the layout, but I might rearrange where the blocks go. But this is actually helping me keep track of where I'm at. So here is the block that we're going to make today. And so basically, if you haven't seen any of my videos, go ahead and watch the previous ones, because I'm not going to show you how it's done. I'm just going to show you the order that these pieces are put together, and that is it. And basically, I'm not going to explain anything, because that's all been done before many times. I'm just going to show you the order. And so let's get started. Okay, to save time, I have gotten all the pieces done, or ready to cut up, ready to sew. And this is a quilt as you piece quilt. It's going to be layered. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one and quilt it and be right back. It's been quilted. Now it's time to trim it up. It's been trimmed. Now it's time to add the first two outer strips. So I'm going to add this one and this one. Before I continue and show you this part done, I just thought I'd show you what it looks like when you're in the process of layering the fabrics and the batting, just to let you know that this is actually correct. This is the way you want it to look at this point. And now I'm just going to go ahead and see here the zigzag stitches and all that stuff, and then you fold it over and iron it in place and all that stuff with glue. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this is actually what it's supposed to look like at this point. Okay, on with the rest of it. Here's what it looks like before I trim off the batting. Just wanted to let you know this is the way it's supposed to be. And so I'm going to go ahead and trim the batting and add these two. And then you're just going to see it grow. Well, Okay, I'm on my way. You know what? This is a rather difficult block, so I'm going to show you some tips here. So I bent this over at 1/4 of an inch to try to help line it up with this. So this is where you want to be on this side of this line when you do your stitching, which should make it, line this up with the line, this little edge here, and then it should fall in line for the rest of it. Okay, now back to what I was doing. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you what it should look like at this point. And then after this, I'm just going to, finish each piece and show it to you. But basically, this is the way it should look at this point before I trim it up. So I'll continue. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to point out. Notice this? This is a mirror image of this piece here. That is the way it's supposed to look. And yes, you are supposed to have more batting than expected because this piece takes up seam allowance and this is cut to the same size. Okay, now I will continue, trim this up, and add these two pieces. Here is the center ready to go, and the next ones I will be adding are the ones that I showed you, the yellow ones that are like this. And I have cut this down to size. Notice I've got my 1/4 inch margins here, 1/4 inch seam allowances. So the measurements for what this size should be is in the instructions. Okay, let's keep going. The next ones to be added are these, and I will trim it down after these are added. Here it is before it's trimmed and after trimming. On to the next. These two. Here it is before I trim it up, and these will be added after this and this is trimmed. Here it is after it's been stitched and before it's been trimmed. So I'll go do the trimming right now. Okay, time to do the next two yellow ones. And the measurements that this is supposed to be at will be in the instructions, this particular size here. And notice I did actually get my 1/4 inch seams, so I did pretty good with that round. Okay, on to the next. It's getting bigger. So what I'm going to do right here on camera is I'm going to go ahead and trim those off, because I got to do that before I can add the next two pieces. So there's one, and two. Okay. Oh, I got to do that one too. All right, so we're ready for the next two pieces. And no, I'm not going to show you the back side until it's completely done. All right. All right, so the next two pieces are this. And I'll be right back. Here it is all stitched, and now it's ready to be trimmed. All trimmed and ready for the next two pieces. All right, let's get to it. Almost done. Now it's time to add these. And I'll be right back. All stitched, and now it just needs to be trimmed. And I'll be right back. All right, it is completely done. And now I'm going to show you what the back looks like. Here it goes. Wow, looks like you need sunglasses, doesn't it? Really pretty bright. But I think this one's my favorite. Well, if you want this pattern, you can go to my website, register for a free points account. And earlier in this video, you should have seen the secret code that you can use to go get 20,000 points and then redeem them so that you can purchase this block. All right, and then I want to thank you, and until next time, thank you for watching, and have a great day. Goodbye.